¿Dónde están mis hijos? ¿Dónde están mis hijos?
Hello everybody. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what I'm doing to my mask to apply. Going around the edges, making sure to get as much as I can underneath. And make sure you get underneath and push it in, okay? Okay, so now I'm adding little bits of cotton fibers to make it, give it a little more texture and to sort of get rid of the edges on the mask. And I'll be making it so that it stretches down and make a big bite over here. Okay, so here's how the makeup is already. So I know you can sort of see my eyes, but if I squint them, you can hardly see them, and then they go away, and that looks pretty much scary. So now what I'm doing, as I'm letting this dry up, I'm adding a bite to my arm, but I'm using latex with this gauze. Okay, can you see that? It's really thin gauze. You can expand it really thin. And what I like to do with this is that because it's more fiber, stronger, I can probably use it to cut out a bite. So I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. I just stuck glued that on with some latex, put that on top, and it's thick. It's already kind of hard to pull. So we'll let some more out, show you what it's done. You do that in front of the camera. Make sure I get skin there, skin layer. So start laying it there, and I'm sure I can put some more. I'm running low. I'm only gonna have one bite, so I wanted to do one for the neck, but I don't think I have enough latex for that much of an application. I gotta hurry anyway, so I'm probably just gonna do something small. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next, I'm going to break it apart into little strings, as small and thin as possible. Okay, whole fibers can extend pretty thin, you know, get little spots there, and then put the whole thing, let it soak, let it pick up some of the wet. I need to apply some more wet latex. It takes a little while because the water is kind of cold, so the latex takes a little while to evaporate. Now, what I forgot to mention is that if you're allergic to latex, don't try this because you're putting latex straight on your skin. So I know I already cleaned my arm and this is latex, but it's not applying some building on my skin. So if you're allergic to it, please avoid doing all this. It's fun, but it's latex. So if you're allergic, don't do this. But you can watch and share and do it now, please. Share, subscribe, and click on the like button. I know everybody asks for it, but you have no idea how much it helps. Anyway, this is going good so far. Okay, so I applied a new layer of wet latex, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply another piece. Like I said, make a real thin. Just start pulling, and my fingers can just do it now because of the latex on my fingers. They're making them sticky, and I can do this easy. So just let it soak. Put it around the edges where you think you're going to leave it. Just let it soak and let it in there. Some of it will stick to your fingers, but you can use that to pull more, to pull this thing apart. Smallest fibers available. What you want to do is put it around the edges so that you can get wet the second time and hide the sharp edges of the first layer that I said shape of a square, so I'm trying to avoid looking at having it look like a square. So there's my bite, and I'll get that wet again, and I'll show you what it looks like after getting it wet. Now at this point, well, let me show you real quick. If I just dab it on top, it won't pull. I'll let the bottom dry up a little bit so that it sticks harder, and all I'm doing on top is dabbing wet latex. And then let it dry a little bit. What you're doing, you're soaking in the latex. You can see that you're soaking in the latex. Okay. Soak it in. And let it dry a little bit, because now it's going to be time to rip. Okay, so now we're adding bites. And I haven't read this one yet, it's still wet. But what I'm doing is that I grabbed what I did on the inside of the nut. I grabbed some of the latex and I pour it inside the teeth so that I can get some bite marks that had the teeth in them to make it more realistic, or at least make the person think that that is a bite. Next, I'll be painting the makeup, and I'll be adding some of these realistic looking skins. Okay, I wanted to show the application of color, what it's looking like so far. And like I heard on videos, start with green and yellows. You want dead skin, you don't want light skin. Very little red, lots of black. As I'm dabbing, I'm applying color directly into the material, making this look a little more realistic. And the texture of the color. And marry that into your skin. Your skin will melt and meet with the color and give you more of what you want. And you don't want the same color over and over. Mostly you want the texture, and then applying color, and you get different shadows in your skin. So a little white just for highlights, but I don't need a lot of highlights because most of this is white. I know I'm amateur at this, but I'm trying my best here to come up with a mix that will give me what I'm looking for. Something like that. That looks pretty messed up, so that's kind of what I'm looking for. Like a shock factor. What's up? Oh, I fell down my bike and shit. Look, I think it might be a little rotten. So I'll show you the rest as I go through. The bites are looking awesome. I like that. Okay, so I'm running out of time. I really wish I had more time to put color on this, but I guess I did an okay job with the time given. You saw when I started, and I know there's going to be some stuff standing out here, but I can hide that pretty well. Okay, so I'm going to contest, see what happens. Remember to give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, tell me what you would have done better, but like I said, with the time given, cotton, latex, take butt. It's better than the toilet paper. And I wish I had more time. Let you know what happens.